Right guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Lift and Yap, and again today I'm not lifting, which is fantastic. So today we're going to be going over why I don't think you should be trying to master the Olympic lifts. So for a lot of you that might sound a bit strange, like why would you not try and master a technique that you're using in your S&C training, but I'm going to explain. So first of all, telling people to master the Olympic lifts, for me, creates like a barrier to entry. So if you think you need to master them before you start getting any use out of them, which is what a lot of people think, a lot of athletes just then end up, and coaches as well, end up not even trying. So because they think that they need to teach or they need to learn the Olympic lifts completely perfectly and master them, they just don't even bother trying, and it results in them not using the lifts whatsoever. But if you compare this to how we view virtually every other lift, bench press, back squat, deadlift, any exercise, pull-ups, whatever, nobody thinks, oh, you need to master them, you need to be 100% perfect at them before you get any benefit. That's just completely ridiculous. And although those are far less technical lifts, the point still stands. We don't need to master them to get the benefit from them, and it's the same with the Olympic lifts. And I think the idea of mastering these lifts in general is completely flawed. Like, I've been lifting for 10 years, and I've definitely still not mastered them. I might have mastered them in the eyes of someone who doesn't have the kind of extensive background that I do in Olympic lifts, but to someone who's been lifting 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, they can easily look at my lifts and pick out things, and so can I. But does that mean that these lifts don't help improve my overall athleticism? Absolutely not. So what I think athletes should be doing instead is viewing their training more long term, doing what they can with the Olympic lifts at the minute, and just, again, like we do with everything in your S&C training or everything with training in general, just slowly building on it as the months and years go by. For quite a long time, I'll give athletes hang power cleans, 3-position power clean from blocks, anything that lets the athlete use the lift, get better at it technically, and get a benefit from it. And then what we do is just make it more complex over time. So you move from the hang power clean to the 3-position power clean. Then you move from the 3-position power clean to power cleans from the floor. And then if you want to, you can move to full cleans from the floor. It is literally just that progression over a period of time. The same way you progress with weights, you're progressing with technique. And I think where the idea of mastering a lift really falls down is, if you brought someone into the gym and they couldn't do a full depth back squat perfectly the first time, like you wouldn't just say, oh right, okay, we'll need to use something else. They obviously can't squat. Like, that's just ridiculous. You would very slowly over time just help them get better at squatting. That's your job as a coach, and as an athlete, it's your job to try and get better at whatever your coach is giving you. So for me, the Olympic lifts are no different. I think as well, there's plenty of sports where they have a long off season or a long pre-season or whatever it is. You've got time to get better at these lifts. You've got like 3 months to slowly progress the lifts and help athletes, or if you're an athlete yourself, get better at them. I think it all just stems back to the idea that your training doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be good. And it's the same with power cleans. You don't, or cleans, or power snatches, or snatches, whatever you're using, they don't have to be perfect, they just have to be good. And finally, one more thing that particularly annoys me about this is coaches and athletes will say, oh yeah, you have to master the power clean, so that's why I don't do it. We don't have time to master the power clean. Anyways, here's 5 different exercises that I use to replace the power clean, which, by the way, I'm going to have to teach or learn all of these. I think that just makes no sense. And again, once you look at training as a long-term thing, you can spend 6 months, a year getting good at power cleans and then use them forever, rather than spending however long it is getting good at these 5 exercises that you're then going to have to do forever to replace one exercise. I just don't think it makes any sense. So yeah, hopefully that's been helpful, guys. Hopefully you now feel like you don't need to be Dmitry Klokov to go and use some power cleans or some power snatches or whatever it is for your S&C. Again, you're an athlete. If you play a complex sport, you can do these movements, and it's a bit of fun as well. You know, it's always nice getting a new challenge and trying to conquer that challenge over a period of time. So yeah, hopefully I'll catch you in the next video, guys. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments. There should be off-season performance program in the description. I'll leave the link down there. Hopefully you can go and grab that. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Cheers.